Hi everyone, thank you for joining today and welcome to the Complete Mobile product session. So here with me today I have Charlie Greenwood and Kieran Greaves. Last time we actually spoke was at Partner Plus in February. We did more of a look back session. We looked at what we actually did from launch, how we developed in the channel, how we supported you within the first year. What we're actually going to do today is more forward looking. What are we going to do? What are we doing with the roadmap? What are we doing to actually enable Complete Mobile to grow with you and grow as the channel moves? But the key focus is providing you insights and product information. So if we just look at what's next, the topics, the agenda, the key things that are on here is digital eSIM. Platform and deploy to device. What actually is that? How do you order it? What does it enable? How do you manage it in Mobile Manager? Then, the industry key buzz terms at the minute, APIs and automation. You'll be happy to know we're actually going to provide you with insights of what we're doing to enable Complete Mobile to be API first and provide seamless journeys. Then, CDI enhancements. What we're doing to actually improve the feed and the billing capabilities that you have to improve how you bill your end customers. Then, actually finalising with a roadmap view. What have we got planned quarter by quarter? Then what we're actually going to do, Q&A. So what I actually ask of you is to actually submit your questions throughout the session, and what we'll have is a 15-minute slot to go through those. So as long when you're going through, whether it's digital eSIM, APIs and CDRs, ask the questions, and we've got Charlie and Kieran at the end to go through them. So I'm going to hand over now to Charlie, our product manager, who's going to go through the session.
Hi everyone, I'm Charlie Greenwood. I'm the product manager for Complete Mobile. Thanks Naomi for that introduction. First of all, we're going to be talking about digital eSIM and what that means for you as a business. Currently, ordering SIMs are physical. That's a one-day turnaround. You order your SIM, we'll send you a physical SIM card out next working day. Or you can have an eSIM, but again, it's a physical QR pack. That again is sent out next working day. Now, we're going to launch digital eSIM, where you can actually email your customer a QR code where they can download or deploy directly to their device using the eID. The way you will manage these are through Mobile Manager. So rather than managing a stock within your base, you'll be able to manage it directly in Mobile Manager, send them out. You'll be able to send them out via that, you'll activate them through that, and your customers, you'll be able to see who are activated. I'm just going to show you a short video of how easy it is to use Deploy to Device.
Downloading your eSIM profile with Deploy to Device. eSIM distribution is now easier than ever with EE and Deploy to Device. There's no SIM to pop in or eSIM QR code to scan. Migrating to EE is simple, sustainable, and sorted in seconds. Let's see how it works. Tap on the eSIM pop-up, make sure your device is connected to Wi-Fi, and follow the instructions. It may take a few minutes to activate your device on the EE network, and that's it. You're now connected.
As you can see, Deploy to Device is super easy, not just for yourselves, but for your end users. You will need a compatible Android or Apple device to utilize it though. This next short video will show how you're able to manage your estate within Mobile Manager.
Once you've got that email, or if you're a new customer and our implementation team have already placed an order for you, all you need to do is log into Mobile Manager, then Admin, Phones, and then Manage SIMs. And you'll see the eSIMs waiting there for you.
As you can see, no plastic involved. An email and then download straight to their device. To activate these SIMs will be the new updated connection template. I'm going to hand over to our mobile specialist, Kieran, now, who's going to talk through how you do that.
Thank you, Charlie. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining. I'm Kieran, and I'm the Service Readiness Professional for Complete Mobile. And today I'm going to show you the new updated template on how you can order digital eSIMs and deploy to device connections. So, first of all, we have the digital eSIM, and what you'll be able to do with that is enter the eSIM into the SIM section, send that into the service team, and then what you'll be able to do with that is they'll connect it as soon as they can, and then you'll get an email confirmation from the service team, and you'll also get a mobile manager confirmation to confirm that's been activated. After that, all you need to do is just go into Mobile Manager and you can house your estate, just as Charlie said. Secondly, we've got Deploy to Device. Again, just as simple. All you need to do is enter the 32-digit EID number, confirm whether or not it's an Apple or an Android device, and submit that into the team. Once they do that, they'll connect it, you'll get an email confirmation, and then the best part of it is your end customer will get a push notification on how to connect. Once they've connected, they're ready to go straight away. Thank you very much, and I'll hand you back to Charlie.
Thank you very much, Kieran. Now on to compatibility. As you can see, we have 4 huge brands that are compatible with digital eSIM. It's your iPhone, Samsung, Motorola, and Google Pixel. Just be aware that each of these brands only supports specific models for eSIM, so make sure your model is supported. Each of these brands implement the push notification pop-up differently, but all of them give your end user the choice to allocate their digital eSIM as either their primary or secondary connection if a physical or second eSIM is already present. Now, the videos you've seen today, including the connection templates and all user guides, are seen within Mobile Manager. Those links will be in the chat by the end of this presentation. Please go and have a look through them, and that will show you everything you need to do to order and get started. Now, onto APIs and automation. As Naomi said, buzzwords within our industry, but not just buzzwords. Every time I speak to you, whether it was at Partner Plus in February or on phone calls, when are we having APIs, Charlie? When's automation coming through to Mobile Manager? Well, today's the day we're going to talk about it. Before I get started, I do want to ask you all one quick question. Which API should we prioritize? What's going to be most beneficial to your business first? The in-life management of your customers, whether that's going to be SIM swaps or name changes, or is it going to be your acquisitions? Is that going to be the new activations and adding on their spend caps? Please go to Slido and answer that question. Now, APIs. We utilize APIs throughout BT Wholesale on many different products, such as Broadband One and Ethernet. And as I said, we have already started development of complete mobile APIs. This actually started last month. We are currently in the design phase, and we'll be following the TMF standard. It's industry standard, which will allow you to securely place orders from your CRM directly onto our core mobile systems.
So, just to recap as well on the question, we asked, which APIs will be the most beneficial to you and your business? Was it new activations or was it in-life management? New activations stands at 69% and in-life at 31%. Charlie, what does that actually mean for us and our development in Complete Mobile for APIs? Can you show them?
That is really interesting. As you can see, the way we've split the development of the APIs into 2 distinct areas. Your lead to cash APIs, your ordering, it's your new activations. This is your new sales. This is how you will grow as a business. You'll be able to activate your SIMs. You'll be able to order your physical SIMs or eSIMs as well, and add on any bolt-ons. And then we also have the in-life management ones. This is where you'll perform SIM swaps, name changes, or adding on any international direct dial bundles. We will take your feedback on board and we will work through to prioritize the right APIs for you at the right time. You'll see later on within this how that looks on our roadmap. The way we are implementing the automation also coincides with these APIs. We've already implemented automation within the in-life management. As you can see on that left-hand side, you can add on the voicemail, switch it on and off. You can turn bars on or off. But currently, and what everyone asks me about is, when can I activate my SIM in Mobile Manager? Those 5 things on the right-hand side, ordering stock of SIMs, SIM activation, changing the spend caps, roaming passes, adding and removal, and changing tariff will be added this coming financial year. When we first started, we didn't have roaming passes. We launched them very quickly after we launched last year. One thing that is coming now is those roaming passes will be added to the daily CDR feed. This is something that's been asked for by many of you. I'm very pleased to announce that by the end of this quarter, those daily roaming passes will be there in the CDR feed. And then, moving on, we'll be moving from one billing platform to another. We'll still be using our third-party supplier, Signum, to deliver those CDRs, but the core billing platform will change, which will improve the delay that you may see within receiving your CDR feed, and also include the frequency in which you will receive them from just once per day. You'll hear more about this at the next product forum when I update you in 6 months' time. And, as we see, the roadmap. Everyone asks for a roadmap. I didn't just want to show what we're doing in the future. I want to show you where we started. We only launched last year in Q1. And look at everything we've done so far. We introduced roaming passes. We had a tariff refresh. We added data-only bundles, international direct dial. We then had a promotion that's still ongoing, double data for the same price. That's ongoing till the 30th of June. But now moving forward, as we spoke about at the start, digital eSIM, that is now live on the system. You can start ordering that today. Those CDR enhancements for the roaming passes being added, they'll be there by the end of Q1. We'll have a further tariff update by the end of Q2 going into Q3. And then the fun really starts. Automation in Mobile Manager and the API drops. As you can see, we'll have a multi-drop system using our agile methodology. The reason we're doing this is to benefit yourselves. So that means that we will drop APIs in. You can then implement them, build them, test them, roll them out to your sales team, and then, when that's ready, we will drop further APIs. Again, making it easier for you to scale. Thank you very much.
So, as you've just seen, we've gone through the complete mobile product deep dive. We've talked about loads of different things, and now it's time for Q&A, and we've got a couple of questions, so I'm going to go ahead and start. So, one of the first questions is, when will you be adding shared or aggregated data to complete mobile? So, Charlie, can I ask you, please, when will we be adding that? Will we?
That is a great question, Naomi. And it's something I've been asked by many of you before. As you saw on my roadmap, we are having multi-drops, but that is not a comprehensive list. I do have a vast backlog of things to add. Shared and aggregated data is one of the things on there. But I may think I know what my customers want, but what I really want to hear is, what exactly should we implement within shared and aggregated data? What specific data caps should we add? What bundles should we have? And how it should implement? So I encourage you all to please feedback through your account manager specifics on how we should implement that, and then let's work together to get it introduced into Complete Mobile.
Amazing, thank you, and hope that answered your question as well there. So, the next question is, will there be any developments in regards to self-serve features on Mobile Manager, I'm assuming? And if that's not, please adjust and we can always answer further. So any more further self-serve features?
So we did just go over what's being added within Mobile Manager this year. SIM activations, SIM stock ordering. We're also adding in the ability to change the spend caps and also the tariff changes. Again, just to be aware, spend caps can only be changed at the next billing cycle. Everything else can be changed within the month. But if there are further things you'd like us to add, again, I will say this a lot, please feedback. Everything I develop is due to my customers' feedback. You are the people that are using it. You are selling it. You are speaking to your end users daily. You know what you want. I'm here to help build it, and we'll get it out and push to market.
Brilliant. Honestly, great answer, and hopefully that answered as well the original question. So we have one here from John Reynolds. Thank you, John. Will we have APIs for terminating of numbers as well as provisioning? Is that something in your stack, something you're looking at?
That is a great question. And yes, we do. So ceasing of numbers will be included. I will honestly say that it's my mistake not to add that on to the in-life management stack. Yes, termination will be added. So right from acquisition to ending the customer service will be through APIs.
Brilliant. Honestly, thank you. And hopefully, John, that answered your question. So another one here from Rob Lucas. We're not on mobile yet. So where do we start, and is there any minimum spends? Charlie, please could you answer that one for Rob?
So where do we start? Where we start always with your account manager. Reach out to your account manager. I provide them with a comprehensive guide on how to onboard, not just for the BT systems, but through your billing systems as well. As for minimum spends, speak to your account manager. That is a commercial decision based on what you want within the market. So, speak to your account manager. We will get you up and running as soon as possible. And just to add, get that done quickly. We do have that double data on until the 30th of June.
I love the plug. What a great one.
Yeah,
Also, just as another way as well, there is register your interest form online that will direct you as well and allocate you to someone who will contact you as well on the website. So, on that one, there is another couple for you, so I'm just going to make sure, hopefully I don't miss any, but please continue adding your questions. So, are you going to consider offering mobile voice recording in the future? MVR in asterisks as well, if that's what that means.
Again, MVR is on my backlog. It is a feature that we are thinking about implementing. But what I need to know is, what is the market for it as well? Is it something that we should prioritise? Because, as you've seen, my big priorities this year are APIs and automation. MVR, we will be looking at. We have launched it in other areas, wider BT. It's something we do want to bring in, but we need to time it right. We do not want to overload with features, which will then slow down the rate of orders. So, please, if this is something we should prioritise, feedback.
Perfect. Thank you, Charlie. And again, hopefully that answered that question there. So we've had another one in. So on our roadmap, we mentioned tariff refresh. What the question is asking is, are we introducing anything lower than 10 gig? Is it going to be anything lower on 10 gig in the future? What could that be?
Now, this is a topical question, to be honest, because as we've seen throughout the UK, data usage for mobiles has risen and now has an average of 8 gigabytes, which is the reason we introduced our lowest tier at 10 gigabytes. And with the adoption rate of 5G increasing and the advent of it sweeping across the country, we do expect that 8 gig to rise. But if you have customers that need a lower gigabytes per month than 10 gig, feed it into us. If the market is big enough, then that is something we will look into. As I say, I always say that I think I know what my customers want, but I'd rather you tell me what you want and what you need. If we can prioritise it, we will. I can't promise we will give you everything you ask for, but I'll always have that conversation with you, explain the reasons we are doing it, or explain the reasons we're not doing it.
Amazing, honestly, thank you. And I think hopefully we'll get into the kind of what you want in terms of those answers, but if we're not quite getting there, make sure you add more to your answers or questions as well. So what I'd probably say, we've got another one coming in, slightly different angle. What is actually the best way to contact the service team for a quick response? Kieran, please can you answer this for me?
Yeah, of course. So there's two ways of communication, either by dialing in to the excellent service team, or you can email into the team as well. We recommend if you need anything detrimental to ring in, If you need to get anything connected, it's 24-hour SLA on connections, 48 hours on customer service. But if you needed anything adamantly straight away, then I would recommend calling into the team. We've got a fantastic bunch based between Greenock and Darlington.
Amazing.
Just to add on to that, I do
Sorry, go on.
apologise for
No,
cutting
it's
across there. I've worked at BT many years. I've been on different products. I've been in with broadband. I've been doing voice. I've actually been within sales. So I know that eChat is a big and easier way to get in contact. And it's something I'm looking to bring in. But what I want to know is it something that my mobile customers would use? Would you prefer me introducing eChat rather than just email and phone? Please feed that into the chat just so I know whether it is the right direction I should be moving in.
Brilliant. Thank you both as well. Great contribution there to that question. So there's another one, and I think final, so please submit your questions. We've still got some time left as well. So another one actually for Kieran. And Charlie, if you want to add on, feel free. So how does a tariff change work upwards? And I'm just going to extend this one a bit. When we say upwards, I'm believing the question's actually asking, can we move from 10 gig to 20? Can we do it? Is it a month? Can you just explain a bit what that actually means?
Oh, of course, yeah. So again, as I previously said before, you can either call into the team or email into the customer service queue. You just need to confirm which tariff that you want to connect to, and the team will be able to do it straight away, whether or not you want to do it with immediate effect or if you'd like to change it on bill date. But no, it's a very simple and easy process to do.
Again, just to add on to that, if you do move tariffs within month, the charges for that SIM will be prorated, but your actual data will not be prorated. So for instance, if you move from a 10 gig to a 20 gig usage within, say, week 2 of the month, for those last 2 weeks, you will have the full 20 gigabyte usage available to your end user. So you can take advantage of it. You can move up at any time.
Brilliant. And hopefully that answered that. And as you can see, Complete Mobile is flexible and it enables you to actually support your end customers. So there's another question here, and I'm seeing quite a few questions about what more are we actually introducing. So will you be introducing Apple Watch eSIM? Charlie, what else is on the roadmap? Can we give anything? Is there anything on the backlog?
So Apple Watch and eSIM. We launched digital eSIM. We've launched deploy to device. There is no wholesale business-to-business offering within any company at the moment for Apple Watch. We've seen it within retail. Our market trends show that there isn't the demand within the business-to-business market or the take-up of eSIM Apple Watch. But if that changes, I'm more than happy to look into it. And not just look into it, it's already on my backlog. I've spoken to a couple of you about it. We know Apple Watch is a big thing for certain markets, but we need to know that that market is big enough to warrant the investment and then bringing that to market.
Brilliant. No, thank you. So I think I've seen another one as well. Hopefully we've not covered it. So the question is, why can't we have static IP on mobile data SIM packages? Can you just explain a little bit of what static IP means, if you've got that, and why can't we have it?
The static IP. I've always likened a static IP to for instance, a postcode to your router. So it will directly link to it. Within mobile, we use IPv6. But a static IPv4 is available, but it is bespoke per customer using a data VPN. And when I say per customer, not per reseller, this is per your end customer. It will take time, money, and efforts to implement per customer. If this is something you need, please reach out to us and let's look at options of what we can do for your customer.
Brilliant. So hopefully that answered that one in terms of what's next. The other thing that I actually want to touch on, and hopefully you can help this question as well. I think this requires both. If I'm reading it right, and if I'm not, please submit the question again. What would you say the average connection date is if I need it doing ASAP? Kieran, can you just start with that? And then Charlie, if you can add on. So it says, what would you say the average connection date is, or maybe if it's date or time?
I'd presume what's the service level agreement?
Yeah, we always aim for a 24-hour SLA. So hypothetically, if you send it in 9 o'clock Monday, it'll be connected by 9 o'clock Tuesday.
Can I just ask, is it always 24 hours? Do they happen within a few hours?
Oh, well, I mean, the SLA is just there as kind of like a landing page just in case. The SLA queue for the wholesale agreement we've got, we're actually hitting above and beyond that. So even though it's expressed that it's a 24-hour SLA, we've been seeing things being hit within anywhere between 10 to 12 hours.
And just to further add to that, as you've seen, we're adding automation within Mobile Manager.
Yeah.
So by the end of this year, there will be no contacting into service to activate your SIMs. So we're doing it within 10 to 12 hours. We do have that SLA of 24 hours. Bear in mind, ports and bulk ports do have a longer SLA. But by the end of this year, we'll be able to do it automatically through Mobile Manager. That's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Just to extend on that, what about digital eSIM? And we mentioned the SLAs between what happened when you order a physical and how that gets to end. Can we just add some timings around that, and then what difference that actually means to them when they do eSIM and deploy to device?
So we'll go through with digital eSIM at the minute. So when you order a regular SIM, at this particular moment, you need to submit an order request. Once the SIM comes, you fill in the connection template. And then when the connection template gets sent in, then the service agent will then allocate it to a connection, allocate a number and send it back. So you're looking at around about, from ordering a SIM to getting the SIM connected to it going live, around about a 48-hour SLA. That's waiting for the times for the SIMs to get sent out, whether or not it's the eSIM packet or if it's going to be an actual physical SIM. With digital eSIM, as soon as the line's connected, Mobile Manager's instantly updated, and then they've got the choice to deploy that to each device by sending an email. Same again with deployed to device connections as well, apart from it's a push notification. So you're probably looking at a good 24 hours cut quicker that you'll be able to get these lines connected using the digital eSIM or the deployed to device connection route.
Amazing. So what I'm hearing is the future is eSIM and it's more sustainable. We've actually had one more question coming on the chat. I'm just going to read this a little bit slower because it's a little bit bigger. If you want me to repeat it, just let me know. So eChat is not essential. Having 1 gig, 2 gig, 3 gig, 5 gig, aggregated data tariffs with unlimited calls and texts and data-only aggregated data tariffs at a lower price point would enable the customer, the reseller in mention, to win a lot more business. Is this something you can implement soon? Huge potential at this level. That is from Mr. John Reynolds.
Hi, John. Thanks for that. Development life cycles are never quick and easy. But if this is something that can really drive sales and really move the needle on the connections into Complete Mobile, yes, it's something we can do. We will look into this. What I'd suggest, reach out to your account manager and set up a call, specifically with myself. Let's have a talk about this. Let's see what data you want, and let's see how that would be implemented. More than happy to jump on a call with my customers, and let's talk it through and see what we can do.
Brilliant. So what you're saying is, from a product management perspective, you're really open to feedback, actually speaking one-on-one with resellers to enable this, enable actually to get insights from the market. Is that?
Absolutely, absolutely. The customer's at the heart of all of my developments. I need you to tell me what to build. What do you need? I can build it. What we need to do is prioritize it in the right order. It's the only thing. But yes, more than happy to jump on calls, more than happy to have a session, more than happy to have a face-to-face session. Well, let's get talking and let's see what we can do moving forward.
Brilliant. So I'm really happy to hear that. I think we've gone through most of the questions now that I can see on Q&A. If there is any more, we'll leave it on for the next 30 seconds to a minute just to capture anything that you've been thinking about. But please submit your questions. However, if you want to kind of digest everything that we've gone through and you want to contact us separately, we're more than welcome as well to have chats as well offline.